Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do have three questions, and while you have addressed all three of these, I'll give you a chance to elaborate a little bit more if that's your desire. General Cotton, we all know how critical it is that we rebuild our nation's nuclear deterrent, but we're still years away from fielding any new systems. So in terms of your priorities, how important is it that we accelerate as much of the U.S. nuclear modernization plan as soon as possible?
Senator, thank you for the question. I think about it this way. So if confirmed, I think the challenge of strategic command is to ensure that we sustain legacy system as we transition to the our modernized systems. That's going to be key for us. In order to do that, it's going to take the full power of government to be able to pull that together, especially when we're talking about the Sentinel weapon system and the Columbia and all of the 5 that I have under my purview as a current Joint Forces Air Component Commander working for the commander of STRATCOM. So being able to do that, sir, I think a couple of key things are going to be required from us. We're going to need stable, predictable, and adequate and timely funding. My job, if confirmed as the commander of STRATCOM, is to ensure that we also have stable requirements. Because what we're going to see and what I think is going to be great for us with the new modernized systems is the fact that we're by design building in a system that we know will last for decades, because that's built into the system. Okay. So the modularity that we will see will be able to keep pace with the threats that we will see in the future. What we need to do in the meantime, though, is to sustain the legacy system that is still safe, secure, and effective as we make that transition.
Okay. That's good, and I appreciate that very much. It's already been mentioned a couple of times, talking about the two-peer adversaries. This is something that we have not done before. This is new, and even though you did already address this, you've been asked this question even by the chairman, I'd like to give you the opportunity to expand, if you want to, on how we're going to handle this. What's going to be different about two adversaries?
Thank you, Senator. What's different is two near peers that actually act differently from a doctrine's perspective. We understand Russian nuclear theory and nuclear doctrine. Minimum deterrence was what we thought of when we talked of China as recent as 2018. We have seen the incredible expansiveness of what they're doing with their nuclear force, which does not, in my opinion, reflect minimal deterrence. They have a bona fide triad now. So we're going to have to understand more deeply the Chinese nuclear strategy.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that. Now, while the chairman did talk about this before, I want to frame the question as my last question a little bit differently, General Cotton. A number of the senior military officers have testified to their support of continuing the sea-launched cruise missile program, including the chairman and the vice chairman of the Joint Chiefs, the chief of naval operations, and the commanders of the U.S. Strategic and European Command. Do you agree with do you agree with these leaders right now and your colleagues that we should keep this program going? And I'd like to have you be as specific as possible, because we all know what the program is. We've all expressed ourselves on it. So I'd like to have your thoughts on this.
Yes, Senator. So the chairman, the vice chairman, and the current commander of U.S. Strategic Command absolutely understand where they are on the endorsement of continuing.
That's correct.
From my perspective, I absolutely understand that they're looking at the capability gap to be able to do that. The only thing that's different between they and I is I have yet to do an assessment on the weapon system itself. But absolutely understand where they are on being able to have a capability gap that is filled that they have seen. I have seen that capability gap as well, and I endorse the fact that we need to fill that capability gap.
Thank you, General.
Thank you, Senator Inhofe.